Remember the feeling when Thanos snapped his fingers? The shock, the dread, the absolute silence in the theater. Or when Tony Stark made the ultimate sacrifice. Our hearts broke. We felt every moment because the stakes were astronomically high. That was the magic of the Infinity Saga. But let's be honest, has it felt the same since? It feels like something fundamental has changed in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The sense of real, palpable danger seems to have vanished. So, what happened? How did Marvel lose its edge after Endgame? Let's break it down. Back in Phase 1, the threats felt grounded and personal. Tony Stark was fighting terrorists and corporate greed. Thor was battling his own brother's jealousy. Captain America was taking on a tangible, historical evil. These weren't universe-ending threats, but they felt real because the danger was personal to the heroes we were just getting to know. The risk of failure meant something to them, and therefore it meant something to us. Think about the Battle of New York in the first Avengers. It was chaotic, terrifying, and for the first time, we saw our heroes pushed to their absolute limits. The threat of a nuclear missile heading for Manhattan wasn't a cosmic abstraction. It was a ticking clock that had us on the edge of our seats. As we moved into Phases 2 and 3, Marvel masterfully scaled up the stakes. The threats grew, from Ultron's plan for global extinction to Thanos' quest to wipe out half of all life. But crucially, the personal cost grew alongside the cosmic scale. Captain America, the Winter Soldier, wasn't just about stopping Hydra. It was about Steve Rogers fighting his best friend. Civil War tore the Avengers apart, not over some alien artifact, but over deeply held beliefs. The conflict was internal as much as it was external. Every major event had consequences that rippled through the entire universe and, more importantly, through the lives of our heroes. When characters fell, like Quicksilver in Age of Ultron, it hurt. It reminded us that no one was safe. And then came Infinity War and Endgame, the culmination of it all. The sense of danger was at its peak. Heroes we had followed for a decade were being dusted, defeated, and broken. The 5-year time jump showed us a universe that had truly lost. It was bleak. This wasn't a temporary setback. It was a catastrophic failure with lasting emotional scars. The final victory wasn't clean or easy. It came at the cost of Black Widow's life and, of course, Tony Stark's. These deaths weren't just plot devices. They were the emotional core of the entire saga. They cemented the idea that in this universe, winning comes with a price. A very, very high price. The danger was real, the sacrifices were permanent, and the sense of loss was something we all felt. So, what happened in Phases 4 and 5? The threats are supposedly bigger than ever. We're dealing with the multiverse, incursions, and Kang the Conqueror, a villain who exists across all of time. On paper, this should be terrifying, but does it feel that way? For many of us, the answer is no. A big reason for this is the multiverse itself. It's become a narrative get-out-of-jail-free card. When we see a character die, our first thought isn't sadness. It's which variant will show up next. Loki's multiple deaths used to be a fun character trait. Now it feels like a universal rule. Gamora is back, but not our Gamora. Vision returned, but without his memories or soul. Another major factor is the sheer volume of content. With multiple movies and Disney Plus shows releasing every year, we're constantly being introduced to new heroes and new conflicts. This rapid expansion has led to a sense of tonal inconsistency and what many call superhero fatigue. The overarching narrative feels less focused. Phase 1 through 3 was a meticulously built crescendo leading to Thanos. Phases 4 and 5 feel more like a collection of disconnected side quests. We jump from a spy thriller to a magical sitcom to a cosmic epic, often without a clear sense of how they all connect to a central escalating threat. When everything is an event, nothing feels like an event. The constant stream of universe-level dangers has, paradoxically, made them all feel less dangerous. It's like an alarm that's always ringing. Eventually, you just tune it out. The villains of the post-Endgame era have also struggled to fill the void left by Thanos. While characters like the Scarlet Witch in Multiverse of Madness were compelling, their motivations often felt rushed or their power levels inconsistent. Kang had immense potential. A villain who controls all of time should feel unstoppable, but he was taken down by ants. It's hard to feel a sense of impending doom when the big bad is dispatched so conveniently. Thanos wasn't just powerful. He was an ideologue. We understood his terrifying logic, even if we didn't agree with it. He was a presence felt long before he even got all the stones. The current villains often lack that same weight and philosophical challenge, making them feel more like temporary obstacles than genuine, saga-defining threats. So how can Marvel get its groove back? It's not about making the explosions bigger or the cosmic threats grander. It's about returning to what made the Infinity Saga so special: personal stakes. We need to care about the characters and fear for their safety. This means making consequences permanent again. A death should mean death. A loss should be felt for more than one movie. It also means grounding the stories, even the cosmic ones, in relatable human emotion. Why are these heroes fighting? What do they stand to lose? It's not just about saving the universe. It's about saving their family, their friends, their very sense of self. Marvel also needs to slow down and allow the new overarching story to breathe. We need to feel the new primary threat building, just like we felt Thanos looming over the first 3 phases. Give the audience time to connect with the new generation of heroes and understand what they're fighting for. Instead of juggling a dozen different plot lines, focus on building a cohesive narrative where each entry clearly raises the stakes and pushes the central story forward. We need to feel that we're on a journey again, a journey leading to a destination that is both exciting and terrifying. The danger needs to be earned, not just stated. Ultimately, Marvel is at a crossroads. The magic of the MCU was never just about the spectacle. It was about the heart and the stakes. After Endgame, the franchise seemed to have prioritized the former over the latter. But it's not too late. By rediscovering the power of permanent consequences, focusing on character-driven stories, and building a more cohesive and patient narrative, Marvel can make us feel that sense of danger again. They can make us sit on the edge of our seats, not just wondering what cool cameo will show up next, but genuinely fearing for the fate of the heroes we love. What do you think? Has the MCU lost its sense of danger for you? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite movies and shows. See you next time.